and welcome to Stars of Your Travels. So today I am here at Chessington, here to check out Croc Drop. I got here quite late, it's just gone 12. It does look and feel quite busy around the place. I'm sort of having a walk around crowds, which isn't good. And it really isn't good that this mask keeps trying to fall off. One of the custom ones I've got. I should have bought my little surgical ones, but I left them in the car. So I'm using them mostly for work. Oh dear, here we go, Forbidden Kingdom. Let's have a first look at Croc Drop now that it's finished.
Yes! That's the best thing ever.
Waiting for people to go by. Don't want to be caught in the crowd. So sorry if some of the angles are a bit funny for a minute, I'm just walking to avoid people. Nice little figurine thing there. Oh, and it's really nice. So, main entrance there looks like. Don't know where RAP is, 40 minutes at the moment, not too bad. At least the queue lines do seem a bit wider than the average queue lines. Oh god, so many people surrounding me. People just absolute dickheads. I don't know why people stand right next to people. There's no point in it. And frankly, if you're one of these people who do that, you're an evil cunt. Doesn't look like it's got much force at all, but it does look like it's going to be fun with the spinning and that. So right there opposite the chicken place is the RAP entrance for Croc Drop.
And space. Hand sanitizer is readily available around the resort, so you can regularly clean your toys if you ask them to do.
Some people in the queue are a bit distant, others aren't.
Wear a suitable face mask.
Ones who just come in trying to step close to me, but I just step back slightly.
Wear a face mask.
They've got these perspex things now in between the rows, which is good. Whether it's like this all over the park or not yet, I don't know. But it is good that it is finally, that they're considering that, like Efteling does, but it is not as high as Efteling's ones. Now, another thing to note is obviously you're right next to people there, so it's not necessarily the safest RAP queue in the world, because people are still fairly close to you. Here we go.
Evil spirits house in this mighty temple of Sobek. To release the curse, you must brave the drop.
Got quite a long extension for it, it seems. Let's have a look and see what merchandise they've got for it. That looks really basic. That is actually probably on, look like just a sticker there. They haven't haven't actually got an awful lot of stuff for it, to be honest. Thought maybe like the mug or something. So I have just got off Croc Drop for the first time. As you can see, I swapped my masks around. I just feel that it's more secure this way around. As much as then you can't see the whole logo, but oh well. Decent ride, very good for a kid's ride. There's a little bit of force to it, but really not too much. It's definitely very much a junior drop tower. It is nice how it turns. The turns aren't too fast. They look faster off-ride, I think, than they actually do feel on the ride, but that's just me personally probably on that one. Just because I'm kind of nervous about things that spin and are high up. I know that's ridiculous, but just am. And it's been ages since I've done the drop tower. Although it's a good one to start off with. I mean, is it better than Detonator? It's about on the same level, to be honest, because you've got nicer views on this. The turning aspect's nice. The theming of it obviously is way better than Detonator, but Detonator's got a bit more force. Well, a fair bit more force. Not that it's that forceful. I mean, especially when you compare it to other things in Europe, for example, or in the US. But yeah, it's decent. I mean, would I make a special day out for it again, specifically for that? No. Same as I wouldn't with Detonator. I don't even bother with it half the time now at Fort Park. Sometimes I do like drop towers, but it's just not anything special for me anymore. Not really much of a pre-show, a little bit of sound, some nice sort of lights going on the walls and that, which are kind of funky. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much see what you get really with it. It's fairly simple, it's a decent ride, good for kids, good for families overall. For thrill seekers or something just a little bit different for England, then yeah. But if you go a lot of other places, then I wouldn't necessarily make a special trip for it. Although I sort of did today. But yeah, I mean, I'm not that far away anyway, so it's not too bad for me. I'm hoping to do some of the other rides, although I'm not planning on being here very long. Because I was in that RAP queue probably for about 45 minutes, and then I've still got half an hour to wait. Now I've got off because obviously they write the time when you get to the actual gates, not from when you actually start queuing. So I've got a while yet before I can use the next RAP, but depending on what the queues are like around, I might just get in an RAP queue, because then by the time that I actually go to get on the ride, it should really be my turn. So here's hoping. Main things I want to see if I can do Zoofari. I'm quite near that, so I might see what the queue's saying for that in a minute. Vampire and Dragon's Fury if I can as well, and then I'll probably get home. Or I might even just walk around the zoo for a bit. It's been ages since I've been around the zoo, and I do like animals, so yeah. But that's that. I mean, with how the queue line's laid out, they are wider queues than a lot of the other queue lines around, so you can sort of like stand in your group side by side, which means that you can allow for a bit more distancing. They have got like claw mark things on the floor to show where people are meant to be stood, but people aren't adhering to it very well. And to be honest with you, even I didn't even see them. I did ask like people behind me to make sure that they stayed back, and I stayed back from the people who I was behind. But then also then you've got like the main sort of like people just walking around like on the other side there, so it's not necessarily the best ride in terms of social distancing for the queue line. And obviously there is a bit of back and forward in the main queue. Queue's now on 40 minutes. It's been pretty consistent all day, because I did look at the app before I even drove here. I think the most it's reached is about 45. Well, at the very start of the day it was like 5-10 minutes for quite a while. I left it a bit late coming today because my anxiety was just a little bit high. And you know what I mean, I wanted to make sure that I was nice and calm and not going to have a freak out while I'm here, because that wouldn't be pleasant, particularly then having to drive back on the M25. Someone's coming to sit near me, so this is my cue obviously to move and to try and go check out Zoofari. Another little note, I mean, what other food places are open or shut I don't know, but this is the queue for the chicken place. Goes right the way up there, so it is pretty busy. You are sort of dodging around people lot of the time here today. How it's been on other days than that, I don't know. But I'm just judging what I see today. Oh dear, it's awkward trying to like walk around when there's people coming from like pretty much every direction. It's nice that they've got this little picnic area here. Oh, they've got like a coffee shack place. So you can like watch Croc Drop. Some of the tables are quite close together there. You can see there's definitely not 2 meters apart. Most of them are, but that one definitely isn't.
Or to use it scientifically.
Giraffes are some of the most amazing creatures on the planet.
They can live up to 25 years in the wild and can grow as tall as 6 meters. Days on their faces. These are called blizz populations. Similar to sharks, they can strengthen the roots.
A show or something, but around we've got Elmer, the elephant. People aren't very distant in the queue to get pictures though. So I just had a quick ride on Zoofari. All the animals seem to be hiding in the opposite end to where I was sitting. I got on fairly quick, to be honest. The RAP woman was really nice. Yeah, sorry, suddenly anxious because now there's people behind me, but they're on the mark, so, but it's, you know, anxiety when there's anyone anywhere near me whatsoever. Always try and keep at least 1 mark behind, like, as in behind the mark of the group in front of me, because it's just, I feel safer that way. Plus I'm not like going to be walking up the stairs to stand on the stairs then when people are going to come too close behind me, because that will just make me fall over, and I don't want to break my neck essentially. It looks like they've done some nice paint work on the little dragon figurine there. Well, you can see that I don't know, my angle is kind of crap, I can't see what I'm doing when I'm facing it away from me like that, but yeah, you can see they've got the perspex screens up between bits of the queue line. These ones look pretty solid, but there was holes in the one at Zoofari, or at least where we were batching to actually go on the ride. So that's something just to bear in mind. Yeah. Overall, I'm sort of blasting through them now. I mean, Croc Drop was ages. At this one, I'll probably be waiting probably about 15 minutes, I'd imagine. There's 2 ROP groups in front of me, but they're just about to do their clean. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I am sort of reaching the stage where I am having to lean on things a little bit, but I ain't touching nothing with my hands. And that's why I'm wearing a jumper, even though it's hot, because then I can just shove it straight in the wash, and then it's just a little bit safer than me having like clothes that I'm then going to wear for the rest of the day there. So, I mean, like, so the RAP bit here, like, there's nothing stopping the fast tracky people going through next to you, like no screen, so that's not ideal really. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. That's the only thing with the masks, because I double layer them, it does ride up a little bit sometimes, making it hard to see, but I'd rather wear 2 than just 1, because I feel safer that way. But yes, Zoofari's good, but all the animals are hiding. Croc Drop decent. Time for Dragon's Fury. I'll probably do this. Maybe one on Vampire if I feel like it, depending what time they write down on my card. Like, if it's going to be like an hour that I've got to just stand around, then probably not. If it's half an hour, then yeah, I'll probably do it. But I mean, to be fair, I wasn't planning on staying that long here anyway, because it's busy, and yeah. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be leaving like at the very end of the day anyway, because otherwise it's too manic to get out the car park. And then the M25 is loaded, and the worst bit, the M4. Don't like the M4. So just the Dragon's Fury, good as always. When I was coming off of it, they was really slow on the loading up the people to actually go on the ride. I don't know what was happening, but it looked like there was someone just arguing with one of the people in the queue line, like the host person who lets them into the main bit of the queue. Hey, there it goes. Yeah, so they had to send a couple of them empty, and considering it was like an hour-long wait through the main line, that's just not amazing, really. So that sucks. Right, well, it's vampire. Can't remember if it's that way or if it's that way. Whatever, I'm gonna go this way. I'll get to it either way. So, yeah, good. I'm probably literally gonna do vampire and go. Just because there's still a lot of people around. I mean, this is a fairly sort of quiet path, which is why I've not got the mask on at the moment. I will have to probably put it on soon. Oh, let's have a look. So Blackuccaneer was obviously replaced. Let's have a little looky at it. It is a good ride, but I don't know that I can be bothered to do it now. I mean, if they put like a really early time on the vampire thing, then I might do it, but we'll see how we go.
Sit back, hold on tight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Bye. I don't know her name. Happy birthday to you. Stop the